Do you guys remember this guy right here? If you guys know who Shannon Sharpe is, you guys probably don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, but you guys probably seen this image a lot as memes. Yeah, this is Shannon Sharpe. He's making the rounds recently. I remember he accidentally went live on Instagram and he basically live streamed himself having sex. Shannon Sharpe is also a meme for the whole, Lakers in 5 gimmick.
Child support, Lou Dort. Lakers in 5. I don't care nothing about no light socket, a court docket, or my empty pockets. Lakers in 5. Jason Kidd, Billy the Kid, y'all saw what Luka did? Lakers
Hey, and
SGA, PGA, USA. Lakers in 5. The Thunder, a Boost Mobile bundle, WWE Royal Rumble. Lakers in 5. So Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. Lakers in 5.
And you know what the funniest part is? This guy, Shannon Sharpe, we're about to get into it, but the Lakers are currently down 3-1 in the series. Lakers are about to lose in 5, and Shannon Sharpe right now is getting accused of rape. That's right, boys and girls. We're going to talk about more rape in this goddamn channel, because why fucking not? Rape is literally like the main shit I fucking talk about. It's pretty sad, but whatever. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills one way or another. Internet versus Shannon Sharpe. Of course, we're gonna take a Will as the best source ever. Internet versus. We're gonna, see what people think of Shannon Sharpe. Because me personally, I've seen the shit Shannon Sharpe is saying, or the shit that is going on with Shannon Sharpe. Me personally, I can't really make a conclusion if he's innocent or not. But however, if he is innocent, what the fuck are you doing hanging out with, women, young women, dude? Come on, dude. You're 50, dude. Go be a grandpa or some shit. You're a retired NFL legend, brother. Just live life.
Retired NFL player and Hall of Famer, now turned podcast host and sports personality Shannon Sharpe has recently found himself in the middle of a lawsuit. A 20-year-old OF model has sued Shannon, alleging against him SA. This has caused Shannon to quickly respond online, putting out a couple statements and texts between him and the woman, some of which are absolutely insane to read, engaging in wild levels of race play. And of course, these texts have caused the whole internet to go crazy, while simultaneously Shannon is trying to prove his innocence. Welcome to the internet versus Shannon Sharpe's OF lawsuit. It starts when No Jumper tweets out,
Shannon Sharpe is now just trying to prove to us all that he isn't gay.
Shannon Sharpe is being sued by a woman for allegedly R-ing her multiple times between 2024 and 2025 following a years-long abusive relationship. She is seeking $50 million in damages. Jay Ballantyne replies,
Jesus Christ. This dude, I'm sorry, I don't believe her.
Dude, I'm sorry, I don't believe her. Toe Tap God says, how do you R somebody multiple times? You was going over his shit to get R'd? Yo, bitch. Say anything for that bread, boy, I tell you. Brian replies, how do you get R'd over the course of a year? And Steve says, Shorty was going over to get wined and R'd. Lamau, come on, son. PRX Emo replies, why do they always want money and never justice in the jail system?
This is actually a good question. Why do you all want money? For getting... If you were really, graped, you would want justice. You wouldn't want this guy in jail forever, not to empty his pockets,
and then
because he'll just make it back tomorrow.
Supposed to sit and believe everything they say. Rono replies to the post by saying, soon as he get his bag, huh? 4KT, who you hate, replies, why do bitches do this? They heard he about to sign a historic contract and here they go. And as soon as it started gaining traction, Shannon quickly responded on his Twitter when he simply tweets out these images. It starts with this first one that says, statement by Lanny J. Davis, counsel to Shannon Sharpe. And it starts with her saying that she wants Shannon to put a dog collar around her neck and her with it while she's getting it done. Gabriella Z in a text message to Shannon Sharpe, October 7th, 2023. Then it's her saying that she knows that Shannon misses her big, juicy A at $25K for each cheek.
$25K a cheek? God fucking.
And it continues to say, this lawsuit filed by Gabriella and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Miss Z presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as a non-consensual. Miss Z has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team to set the record straight. We are releasing several of Miss Z's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe to clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25K per cheek, as quoted above from the text message to Mr. Sharpe. These are other examples of text from Mrs. Z, for example, and I'm not reading these directly, I'm sorry I'm not getting clipped, but it starts off with her
Oh my God.
asking to put baby gravy in her, then he can do whatever he wants. She then says she wants to put her tongue in his a-hole and then marry him. And there's two texts about wanting to have a black baby in her. Yeah. It's
black
that's really
babies.
the messages. You can read them specifically if you want on there on screen. It continues saying, these messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic-esque communications initiated by Miss Z. The evidence paints a clear picture. This is a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, S-language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Miss Z. The edited tape that Miss Z secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the S activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her planned setup as part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of R, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court, and he looks forward to vindication through a due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. Sean.
I mean, again, bro, I'm truly not picking sides here, but let's say you are innocent. I believe, let's say you're innocent here because based on what I'm reading so far, you're kind of a dumbass, but let's say you're innocent. If you are innocent, brother, why are you doing this shit again? Like, why are you going to fucking, like, women that are, like, half your fucking age and you're, like, fucking them or, you know, romantically hanging out with them, which is, oh, Julius Randle get a 2-pointer. Yeah, I'm watching the Lakers Timberwolves game live as I do this shit. Yeah, so anyways, why are you fucking, like, hanging around fucking young women, or why do you romantically date young women? I understand it's legal. I understand there's no crime committed, but why? Like, and that's my question to all people that are, you know, old and, you know, are doing this shit. Like, why are you doing this? Like, just be gone. Just enjoy life. Just enjoy yourself is what I'm trying to say, bro. Enjoy yourself.
Wick replies, Unc, you have to leave these white women alone. She said big black baby 64 times. Abby replies, big black baby? Fetishize, telling lies, credit-wise.
Lakers in 5. Oh my God, I fucking hate the internet.
Lakers in 5. Homer replies, glad the Pope never had to read this. Jay Malley says, boy, yo ass is a fucking freak. You into that race play shit, ain't it?
Race play is kind of gay, but people do it.
Turkey replies, trying
to take my cash, they won't find my stash. I just want ass. Lakers in 5.
Take my cash, they won't find my stash. I just wanted some ass. Lakers in 5.
Jesus Christ, y'all. This Lakers in 5 gimmick has gone too far, bro. You need to stop.
Becca says, what were you doing with a woman half your age?
That's literally what I'm saying. Again, it's not illegal, but it's kind of weird. And also gay.
Trying to get the check, collars around the neck,
Oh my
receipts on
God.
deck. It don't matter, Lakers in 5. Flapper replies with this video in the caption, Skip Bayless seeing Shannon Sharpe at the courthouse. John replies,
Skip Bayless is probably like pulling out the biggest smug of his fucking life.
Shannon Sharpe, adult kid, seeing his S stories trending on Twitter every 3 months.
Fuck! Damn! God damn! God damn!
Goddamn.
Momo quote tweets Shannon and says, "Oh hey, it looks like Shannon Sharpe finally released a statement on the allegation," and attaches this gif. John tweets out, "That girl said it to put a big black baby in her," and Shannon Sharpe said,
No, this fucking meme.
Oh, boy! Yeah!
NBA Central tweets
Jesus fucking Christ.
out, Shannon Sharpe, OnlyFans trap, age gap, bed slap, unk clap, Lakers in 5. Shannon
Why?
also puts out
Oh my God, this video is fucking gay too.
a video on his Twitter where he addresses the allegations.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who is targeted.
I've heard of Tony Busby before. I've never really gotten into his work, but I've heard that name fly around the realms. Apparently, he targets black people because he did it with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Release the whole video.
You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Is it? I don't think I want to hear like 30 minutes of Shannon Sharpe having sex, bro. I've heard him have sex before.
The encounter in question
I think we all have.
during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Glock Boy
Oh my Christ.
replies, 56 years old doing race play knowing damn well your granny was picking cotton is devious work. Taylor Made says, "Big black baby, I don't know, maybe. Now this shit crazy. Lakers in 5.
Jesus fucking Christ. You guys need to chill with the Lakers in 5 gimmick.
Jan Cutt replies to Shannon by saying, "After you get out of this last scandal, it's time to settle down and call it a day, Onk. You too old to be busting down random OnlyFans chicks and going live with Michelle's. You're a successful public figure. Find a solid wife/life partner, gang." And Daryl says, "Bro, this is facts. We gonna ride with Onk one more time, but this is it. Time to grow up." That a fly replies with this video in the caption, $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Keep him talking. And use currency.
Dr. Akiri replies, "Me, defending Onk when Tony Busby starts talking," and attaches this video.
And now he has to overcome.
Oh yeah, Jameis Winston talking about Deshaun Watson. People ridiculing Deshaun Watson.
Another obstacle. So I'm going to support him. I'm going to lift him up. And I'm going to be there for him. Because I see the way he fights. I see the way that he works. And I know who he is as a person. And that's all I have to say to address him.
Peasy.
By the way, you guys, this guy is defending a guy that got sued for like 20 different occasions of sexual assault of women in a spa.
Replies, "He said drop the whole tape. He might be telling the truth here, people." Princess Treatment replies, "Shannon Sharpe is a 50-plus-year-old man. That girl was a 19 when they met in 2023.
Holy
Younger
shit.
than his youngest kid. He's a mess and I don't feel bad for him. He had no business doing that." And Stanley replies, "That's strange, but it's not illegal." Frank
It is strange and not illegal. Yeah, you're right. That's my take on it. It's not illegal, but you're weird as fuck. You should probably need to stop doing that if this is all coming out.
replies, "You should have just listened to Monique, man," and attaches this video.
This dating thing, because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
You trying to say what you trying to say, Mo?
I'm looking right at you,
I
Shannon.
know you
I
looking at me.
ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all.
Let me
Let me tell
live my
y'all what
life.
Shannon needs.
Let me
Okay?
live my
Let me
life.
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for a full...
It's you know what's sad about this clip? She's joking in this clip, but this is like actually like real talk. That she's also like giving Shannon like real shit, real talk. Like, bro, you need to stop with these fucking women, bro.
Round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's gonna say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you.
Luca replies, whether you like her or not, she's low-key been
Luka
proven
Doncic?
right time after time. Jennifer Grady replies, black women always be knowing. You get caught up when you don't listen. Monique was trying to tell him in a joking way, but still, he stayed doing stupid old man things. G quotes Shannon and says, 56 fucking 21-year-old OF broads sounds like a sad life to live. Like he in his 50s,
Literally.
he had a decent option of women to marry. They wasn't balancing Don Julio on their heads every weekend. Got the dude sued for $50 million and y'all talking about I'm a pick me. You people will learn one day.
I'm a pick me.
He had a decent year-old OF broads. Sounds like
56, 21-year-old.
a sad life to live. Like he in his 50s, he had a decent option of women to marry. They wasn't balancing Don Julio on their heads every weekend. Got the dude sued for $50 million and y'all talking about I'm a pick me. You people will learn one day. Rod quotes Shannon and says, release the whole S tape is never something you want to have to say to put yourself in a better legal situation.
Like, that's what the fuck, dude?
And Adwa Sam replies, why not? That's exactly what you have to say if you know the person manipulated the video and is holding back the whole tape. What else did you expect him to say? And Rod replies, I said you never want to be in a position.
You never want to be in a position where releasing an entire sex tape will literally prove you innocent.
Where it's a good strategy. I think you may not have comprehended my tweet. Angie quotes Shannon and says, do I think he ard that lady? No. Do I think he's pathetic for
Yes,
still acting
this
like
is my take right here. This is my take. He didn't rape nobody, but he's pathetic for being a 56-year-old horn dog.
this at 56? Yes. Sir K quotes Shannon and says, don't pull that black man shit when you letting white bitches say they want your big black babies. This is what you get. And crazy.
Yeah, you're into that shit, bro. Yeah, bro, don't be saying that shit, bro. You jerk off to people, you know, that race shit.
Lexi Cool says, right? Talking about some stereotypes when you letting her call you slurs in the bedroom. And Kay says, fuck him. Dessaline replies, what the fuck does that have to do with a false allegation? And Sunny Boy says, it's called being smarter at his big ass age. RJ quotes
So true. So true. Holy shit. I'm so glad people are actually saying this.
says, pushing 60, being shook down by 20-year-old OF ladies instead of being happily married and doing grandparent stuff. Shaking my head, sad. No Jumper tweets out, leaked text reveals Shannon Sharpe's accuser confronted him about unprotected S. No means no, Shannon. And it's messages. The first one here is from Gabby, where she's saying she cried when he left because she begged him to put a
Holy
on,
shit,
not put
Luca,
a-
you fucking suck so much fucking dick. Why'd you miss a fucking free throw?
And her
Holy
behind
shit.
it, he didn't listen. She doesn't care what their history is, and no means no, Shannon. Then she continues saying, I don't know how to process this. And he texts her, can I call you later? Then it's again from Gabby to Shannon, where she's saying she wants to be a... And then the final one, she says she wants some hardcore action, though. Dr. Debunker replies, imagine being the judge who went to law school and studied some of the most monumental cases in American history.
And you have to...
And you have to sit there and listen to this shit. Sad Herb replies, this seems like a big ass setup. Ben says, Shannon, not so sharp. Mick Enterprise
I mean, that is right. He isn't really bright. He's not bright.
says, she was lining him up. Sad story, but one as old as time. Then Dov Kleeman tweets,
Oh my god. This fucking clip, or this fucking shit. I didn't even bring this fucking up. This is, I guess, him threatening her or some shit.
The 21-year-old OF model who is accusing Shannon Sharpe of SA has released a horrifying phone call where Shannon says he will her in public and attaches this clip.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might you in public. Big black guy, small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
I was about to ask the stupid question ever, but I concede.
Okay, well...
Malcolm replies, if you can't tell the game being ran here, I've got nothing for you. Why do you think it was recorded? And Major replies, I think you're dumb. If she recorded it, that likely means this is repeated behavior. She knew he'd get him this type of time when he called. Don't be blind cause you black, bro. That's dumb as fuck. And
Cause you black, bro.
before you get on some white boy shit, I'm black. Mark E replies, I don't like Shannon at all. Can't stand him. But this is doctored. Blatantly obvious. Long pauses and static. Moron for getting involved with a 20-year-old, but I'm not buying this recording. Hater Report tweets out, nah, they did Shannon Sharpe wrong. This is insane. And attaches this image. Tristan Tate tweets out, never met
This fucking gay ass fucking shit, bro. Tristan Tate, brother of Andrew Tate, is now entering the realms of the fucking Shannon Sharpe saga.
Shannon Sharpe or even spoke to him. But I've seen this game played out before. The worst out of context clips of things he's ever said over the past 30 years posted to build a false story. Hit job, money grab, smear tactic. Lakers at 5. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
You're a piece of fucking shit.
He upset and how? And Ryan Dawson replies, he had Cat Williams on who spilled the beans on the industry. From actors to musicians, the price of exposures is S-well. Diddy trial is next month. A lot of panicking is going to happen. And you may have a membership for this channel over...
Okay, I don't care. So basically, Shannon Sharpe was accused of rape. He's currently in a legal battle, and shit's crazy, man.